Claude Opus 4.8 just dropped, and in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can build your own AI operating system using Opus 4.8 and a super cool feature called Ultracode. This is exactly what it looks like. So this is my own Agentic OS for my AI agency. If you're not familiar with it already, an Agentic OS is one central place where your business knowledge lives, your workflows run, and Claude knows enough about how you actually operate in your business to get things done without being asked twice. It's not a chatbot. It's not a tool you open when you have a question like Claude Chat. It's a system that knows your business and works around it. So this is the kind of system that runs your entire operation, whether you're at your desk or not. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use Claude Opus 4.8 to build your own agentic operating system for your business. By the way, if you're new to this channel, my name is Lobo. We are the Lobo Brothers, and our agency name is called LVL Automations. We spent the last 2 years building custom AI systems for business owners globally. So if you want a custom AI solution, an AI brain for your business, just click the first link in the description below to chat with our team. Let's get right into the video. So before we get into actually building the Agentic OS for your business using Claude Opus 4.8, you need to understand the three key main features that separates Opus 4.8 from every other model that Claude has right now. So the very first thing is actually quite honest compared to other models that Claude has. So previous versions would give you a confident answer even when they weren't sure. Opus 4.8 flags when it doesn't know. Now that sounds like a very small thing on the surface level, but it's actually not. If AI is handling client communication or making a decision in your business, you need to trust what it actually gives you, and this version actually earns that trust, as you can see from the sample chart on the picture over here. Number two, it runs longer without stopping. So older models hit a wall in the middle of a complex task. You'd have to step back in, re-explain, restart. Opus 4.8 pushes through. It holds a complex session together without a human keeping it on track. And that's what actually makes building like an agentic operating system actually possible with Claude Opus 4.8. And finally, you control the effort level. You can actually tell Claude how hard to work on a task, which I'm actually going to show you in this tutorial. Deep problem that needs full focus, or if you want to actually push it to the max level, so the ultra code effort. If you want a quick task, you can just keep it at a light effort level. You're in control of the amount of energy Opus 4.8 is actually going to use to fulfill the task and give you the output. Now, before we actually go into the build, and now that you understood the three main differentiating factors and features of Opus 4.8 compared to the other models, you need to understand the difference between the model and the context, because everybody right now, you, me, watching this video, has access to Claude Opus 4.8, the model. So if the model was the advantage, we'd all be getting the same results. We are not, however, and the difference is what you actually feed into the system, so the context. So the more your AI operating system or Agentic OS knows about how you work, the better everything it produces becomes. As you can see from this diagram over here, which I actually broke down in the most simplest way possible, the engine is Opus 4.8, which is the same for everyone. So you watching this video and for me as well. And if you combine it with your context, which is the information that your AI LLM knows about your business and your operations, it's different for everyone. That's the fuel that drives the engine. Combine it together, you get your output, which is your unique competitive advantage. So what is actually the context that you can actually feed your model or your LLM? It could be your clients, so who they are, what they bought from you, what they need next, what decisions you make for them, your workflows, like how you deliver things, what tools you use, the steps that happen every time you onboard or build a system, your priorities, like what matters this week, what's urgent, what's the 25K build versus a quick task, how decisions are made inside your operation. So this is what actually separates an average user using any LLM model or building a system around with an LLM model compared to you building an agentic operating system with context using Opus 4.8 or any other model. So context matters in building any sort of system, and this does not happen like overnight. It's like a series of days and a timeline, because the more information you feed it with your chats, the more memory it builds and contains in its system, and the more it can actually use that memory and context to build what you actually need. Okay, so now that you understand the difference between building an operating system with and without context and the features of Opus 4.8, I told you about something called Ultracode, which is the effort level inside Opus 4.8. So before this existed, if you give Claude a large task, you were pretty much there the whole time, micromanaging it, watching, waiting, stepping in when you need to actually re-prompt it. Ultracode pretty much changes that. Think of it like a general manager, like a general contracting model, as you can see from this right side of this image over here. So a manager is coordinating a whole team with a separate layer, reviewing the work in real time, catching anything off before it even compounds. So you have the main manager, you have workers assigned to finish the task, and then you have a multi-check layer that checks what each worker is doing, simultaneously while they're building and trying to accomplish the task. So all of this is running in parallel with no manual supervision or human involvement needed. So you can pretty much get the agentic operation system to work for like at least an hour while it's building and producing, and you can go out for dinner or do something else. So that's the main thing that I'm actually going to show you in this tutorial. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm actually going to show my screen on the Claude chat dashboard. Okay, so the very first thing you want to do is not even touch Claude Code. You want to go into Claude chat, and this could be on the desktop version or the browser version. I have it on the desktop version right now. It's just much easier to do certain things. All you want to do is put in this prompt that you see on my screen right over here. You can just copy paste it exactly. You just want to say, I want to design an AI operating system for my business. Insert your business name. For me, it's my agency, LVL Automations. I do not know how to get started on what to include in it. Based on everything you know about me and my business, help me design a game plan and get started so I can get a live working agentic operating system designed with Claude Code. Now, I did a mistake over here. I actually said get started. It actually went ahead and built it for me and then used up my tokens. You don't want to say that. Just say help me design a game plan. Do not actually execute on the game plan until I actually confirm the game plan looks according to what I want in my agentic operating system. So you can just say that. So then Claude is pretty much going to ask you a couple of questions. Again, over here, context and memory matters for your agentic operating system. So what it knows about you from the past conversations that you had with Claude Chat or Claude Code. In my case, it knows that I have at least 3 to 5 students in my one-to-one mentorship program. That has 3 to 5 clients for this month that I'm working on for building AI automation and agentic systems. It knows that I'm working on a software and an app, and it knows that I have a lead generation system that I currently servicing clients for. So it knows all that. So it pretty much just asks me some conforming questions like what aesthetic I'm looking for. So it already has my brand kit built into it. So it's just going to pretty much take it from that. By the way, a prerequisite for building your agentic operating system is your brand design. And I'm actually going to talk about that a bit later on. So pretty much what's your number one priority? I already told it, it's all of the above, to put my revenue, my offer stack, my existing clients, my students, everything into the dashboard. So I have everything visually on my dashboard available to me. Okay, so as you can see from my screen, within a couple of minutes, Claude generated my whole game plan in my brand style. So according to the design template that I actually gave it, and I'm going to talk to you about how you can design your own brand template in a bit. But this is just a game plan that Claude generated based on what I want my agentic operating system dashboard to have. The AI terminal, student portal, revenue and offers, automation tracker for my clients, my content engine, which is actually quite essential for my 3 channels that I'm running, and the main client operations hub, for all the clients that I'm currently servicing. So I think this is pretty good for a rough draft, for a demo. Let's go ahead and see what it actually looks like. Awesome. So right now I'm inside my Claude Code. And you can use VS version, like VS Code version, or you can use Anti-Gravity IDE for going ahead and designing and building your agentic operating system. I'm using VS Code. It's much more user-friendly for me. So what you need to do, number one, is add a folder. So I'm actually going to show you how to do this inside the Claude Code desktop app. So if you just want to go to code over here, and you pretty much the very first thing you want to do is make sure this is on the plan mode, and you want to add your folder. So you want to actually go ahead and create a folder inside your documents called Agentic Operating System. So I actually already did that. And then you want to go ahead and add your design templates, one an HTML file and one is a design system file, and one is an MD file. So I'm going to talk to you about the difference right now. So a design system file is what you can see on the screen right now, and a design MD file is an HTML version, so for how Claude responds to the output. So you need to have your brand templates pretty much generated using Claude, and Claude needs to have some sort of idea on what sort of layout you want your agentic operating system to be built around. So that's pretty much what you can see on the screen. So your main folder that you give access to Claude Code should have your design files inside it. So that's the main thing that you need to note. As you can see from the screen over here, Claude actually has access to my agentic operating folder. I don't think you can see it in full. Yeah, it actually has access to my folder. It has access to the design HTML file and the design MD file as well. Now what you want to do after you get your brand layout template in the folder attached to it, you want to make sure you are on the plan mode. So that's number one step. And you want to insert this prompt. I want to create an AI operating system for my agency. It needs to include the following things. It will be used to keep track of everything taking place in my agency, so I have everything in one place. And these things that I input over here pretty much came from the planning document that I added earlier. So this is the planning document. So I pretty much just copied the whole thing and I input that into over here. Then I said, act as a prompt engineer, review the prompt, optimize it, ask me clarifying questions until you're 95% confident you can actually complete the task successfully. Then it went ahead, asked me a few clarifying questions. I did not go ahead and build it because right now, one more thing you need to note is that we are on Sonnet 4.5 version. We're not on the Opus 4.8 yet. So right now we're using the lower model of Claude to do the task so we don't burn through the tokens, and we're actually executing the plan because right now we're just generating the game plan, the outline. So Claude has that in its memory. And then we're going to actually switch to Opus 4.8. So we're almost done. It's very close to done. So right now, this will take a couple of minutes, like 15 to 20 minutes to design the game plan. After you answer the questions, you just go ahead and answer it as per your preference. I already did it because it is very time consuming. Okay, so now that Claude designed its whole game plan in the VS Code section, again, make sure you specify, do not go ahead and execute this game plan. I did a mistake of not specifying that, and then Claude actually went ahead, used up my tokens, and spent 1 hour executing it, which made the latter part much easier. But there were some mistakes that I had to go ahead and tweak. So just make sure you specify, just outline the game plan. Do not go ahead and build it for me yet. Make sure that's specified. So you want to go ahead and say, save this game plan as an MD file and any other information that will be relevant. Then Claude is going to do that. It's going to save it as an MD file. Then what you want to do right now, before you put in the next prompt of actually getting to execute, you want to go ahead and switch your model. So all you want to do is put slash change your model to Opus 4.8. And another thing that you want to do once you're on Opus 4.8, so you just want to confirm Opus 4.8 and slash, you want your effort level to be Ultracode. Remember I said that there's a super cool feature right now inside Opus 4.8 called Ultracode where you do not have to like micromanage everything. It just does everything for you. That's the effort level over here. You can just pretty much like toggle the bar extra high. You can switch the amount of effort you want Claude to actually perform on the task. I said Ultracode, go to your max to perform the task. So I pretty much set it to Ultracode. You want this to be on auto mode, and that's pretty much how you do it. Put in this prompt, I need you to execute the plan in the MD file. It already has the MD file over here. And then it's going to pretty much perform the task. It's going to do the layout. It's going to give you a link. When you click the link, this is what's going to pop up. All right, so this is your, well, mine very own agentic operating system for my LVL AI automation agency. As I said, it has everything that you pretty much need. It's a good first draft. I would definitely make some revisions to it, but I just wanted to walk you through the actual workflow of how you actually get here. As you saw, it's very simple, it's very straightforward. Just need to put it in the right prompts, use the right features, the right models here and there. The main prerequisites is, you get your design templates in order, have the right context in your chat box, and then you have your very own, put the right prompts, and then you have your very own agentic dashboard within literally minutes. This did take at least an hour to produce. I had dinner, I watched some TV shows, and then I came back and then it was done. It does burn a lot through your tokens, and it's definitely costly because using Ultracode feature inside Claude Opus 4.8. So 2 of the maximum usage features inside Claude. So it does burn through your tokens and it's quite costly. So that's how you build an agentic operating system using Claude Opus 4.8 and a super cool feature called Ultracode within literally minutes. By the way, if you want to see how you can get your own custom AI brain inside your specific business to run it on autopilot, check out the first link in the description below to get started and chat with our team. And if you want to know a super secret Claude hack to make sure it always gives you the most 95% accurate response for your business communication, check out this video up over here. I've linked it. It's a pretty secret hack, so don't tell anybody I actually told you about it. As usual, drop a like and I'll see you guys in next time's video. Cheers.